Hey guys, I got another unboxing here for you. So of course, or well, pack opening for you. We got the another box of these. Of course, I ordered multiple. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this bitch open and start pulling some packs out of here. Of course, our little packing thing here. But well, guys, this is gonna be fun. I was able to pull an ultra rare last time. Of course, it was from Awakening Blister packs. So we're gonna see what we can get out of this one. So let's take a look. Our first pack that we're getting here is going to be a perfection pack. And alright, let's go. Drainy attack, not bad. Not bad at all. I'd like to get some foils. I really want to get an ultra rare too. If I could get 2 out of this, that'd be amazing. I'd like to at least get 1 out of the Awakening packs ideally. After getting that, I pulled the Hero Sphere last time out of Awakening. I could really go for another one of those. Evash is good. Red Scanning Drill, rest in peace. This card was kind of neat. Whenever your anger would be lowered, you'd mill 1 off your pound stack, but it was able to go infinite with Bardock if he was able to steal it in black. I'm trying to remember how the hell the interaction worked exactly. There was an infinite here. It was like if you're black Bardock and you took it, and nope, I can't remember. It's like you had to have like if you had like trick shot going on you or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Yeah, you'd like play your own trick shot, and every time you'd mill. Uh, yeah, every time you would. So if you had like trick shot on you or something, it's like every time you'd lower your anger, they'd mill 1 with this drill, and then then Bardock 2 would kick in and mill them. Or sorry, would raise your anger, but then you'd lower from trick shot, and so you'd mill them again, and then every time you get where this is going. Bardock 2, every time they'd mill off their deck, you'd get an anger. It's really weird. It's super like I don't know of a time it ever happened, but Orange Aggression. I had to think about that combo, so sorry. Orange Aggression, I might be getting it wrong. It's been a long time since I thought about that combo. It was such a dumb, random thing, but yeah, kind of bunky card. Ooh, hey, Sand Dive. I like seeing these. I do run this card a lot. And a Trunks AT table, which last time I forgot that I actually had 1 pack that I forgot to open, and I ended up pulling a Gohan AT table. So that was neat, but some decent common cards in here. Let's open up a Perfection. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, Clash of Wills, nice. For some reason, I don't actually have that many copies of that card. I thought I had way more. But I do run that card actually, like occasionally. There's like resourceful decks, like Boo and a couple other MPs are pretty decent with Clash of Wills. I think Future Gone would be worth trying out with this card. Just haven't done it yet. Ooh, I got a foil in this. Ooh, I got a good foil. So got Black Discovery, really cool card, but only really usable with like Hercule and Premier Trunks. And then Blue Sword Rage. This is a really cool card. I like this card a lot. Really good in blue Janemba. It's really nice because you can go tutor his named attack with this, which is really cool. Which he really hinges on when he's like on 1 and kind of 2. After that point, it's not so bad, but I don't listen. That's not cool. Listen to this though. Dolphins on Molly. Another Perfection pack. Yamcha's Rescue. Not bad. But really just looking for foils. Another Perfection. Go rotate some of the other packs in there. Ooh, Slumber, speaking of which. Looks like I'm ready to make Black Roshi for sealed here. Let's pull out these Awakenings. I want to get some Vengeance and Movie Collection going. Actually, let's start Movie Collection. It's the last time I just was like not doing any till the end, and I just did them all together. Oh, here we go. Alright, first pack we're going to do for Movie Collection is going to be a Wheelo pack. This feels thick, feels heavy. This feels really good. I don't know. I'm feeling like a foil in this one. I'd laugh if I pull another dig out of this box. And no foil. I guess I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That just pack felt really good. Eh. Oh, Black Dismissal. Again, I just like this card because Wheelo was on it. But the effect back in the day wasn't really that bad. So I'm going to bring that down just a little less glare. Let's see. Ooh, Red Meal Kick. There's a good rare. Reinforced Charge. This is a really cool card with Kami, like Knowledge Kami specifically. It was really fun with this card. Of course, now this is too fucking dark. There we go. It does Rejuvenate. It does make Dragon Balls lose effects. So for better or worse, you gotta kind of play around that effect. But it's actually like a pretty good card. And considering that you can go grab the Mech and Aggressive Drill and things like Manipulation Drill and such, it's pretty good actually. Like pretty good card. Kind of like almost in the vein of like Overtime, except Overtime just generally gets you better quality cards, and you don't have to worry about shutting your balls off, but still a good card. I definitely want to kind of tamper with it more. I consider running in Dende, but I really need the ball effects, so. Ooh, another foil. Okay, well. Lord Slug's Fist Slam is the rare, and we got Blue Upward Barrage. This is kind of a neat card. I've dabbled with this card in like Blue Wheelo in like set 3 a little bit. I think I might have ran like 2 of these because it gave 2 anger, and it was a way to level 1 to set 3 anger, raise anger 2 if you put a board card to play. So this like card is like really neat. It does enable you to play some board cards like outside of like Resourceful a little bit more freely. Of course, like Blue Minions being one of those cards, it's like kind of neat, but if you can't mod it, not good enough. But Blue Anger card nonetheless. I remember my buddy Derek, his little brother, had like a Blue Frieza deck that ran like Blue Minions and Stretch Kick and stuff in like set 3, and just was like an MPPV Frieza, protected Frieza. Fun deck back in the day. Look at that. Level 4s of every pack MP. That's the one shitty thing about Movie Collection is it was like those first couple sets, all the MPs and allies were like commons and uncommons. So you would pull them way too much. Like you would get half of an entire fucking Movie Collection pack being like MPs and shit. So pretty gross. But yeah, that's a hilarious spread. The 4 MPs of the pack. If I had to judge nowadays, you know, come back in the day, I would have said maybe Garlic was maybe the best out of them, and then I would probably go Wheelo, then Slug, and then Turle. I'd go Garlic, Wheelo, Slug, or Turles Slug. You know, Slug wasn't really that great, but Garlic I'd say was the best because he was just like very apparent, and you could run him in red ball, which worked pretty good. But I liked Black. Black and Blue Wheelo were really fun. I think Blue Wheelo was his best. I think Blue Wheelo beat it. It just had a hard. It could beat Nucky Pickle pretty good. Black Krillin was the hard part because of Black searching technique. And Knowledge Pickle is annoying because he just sits there and heals a bunch with Ball 7. But you could do quite a bit too. You could do a lot of kill combats really good on Nucky Piccolo with Wheelo with Revival, turning off all of his events for the combat. And then using like stare downs to pick his one block and then just eat him with unpreventable damage. This is a really cool card, Save and Arrival. I've seen Axel play this card, which is really cool. It is a neat card. If your opponent doesn't enter combat, you pop it on the start of your opponent's turn. If they don't enter combat, you get to banish 2 of their board cards and top 2 of their deck. So it kind of forces people to enter, which is neat. But hit and miss. Hit and miss. Always was. But I loved it in Empowered. I played Empowered Vegeta like religiously for the first 3 sets. So running this card was really fun. Ooh, Tree of Might. Oh wow, this foil is like so goofy. It's so like the tree on it is so like in the background and just like clear. Like it's look at that. That is really cool. I don't know if I've ever owned a tree with my foil. I don't think I have. But I really love this set. This set's foil pattern is my favorite, probably from Pansy. Yeah, this is a really sweet foil. Oh my god, wow. That's really cool. That looks so cool. And then the rest of the pack. What was the rare? Studying. Yeah, it's a PP card. This card's really neat because actually it does have some synergy with some of the fancy effects that you pick three different styled physical energy combat cards, and you destroy them from your deck. Your opponent picks one, gives it to you, the others are destroyed, but it does work with things like Saint Bear Hug and putting cards in your pile for Enhanced Mastery. So it's kind of got some neatness to it. Another movie collection. I've been just ripping through the movie collection again together, but Dead Zone, Poo Poo card, Extension's a great card. The rest of this pack's like kind of mediocre. Let's move off of the movie packs though, because I'm burning through those right now. Let's get some Vengeance going. I haven't opened up a Vengeance yet. I think I get 10 of each pack. I don't think this is 12 of each pack. So we got, of course, the first cooler movie pack art. That's pretty cool. Again, these pack arts, they really went above and beyond on like movie collection and Vengeance for the pack arts. Dispersion. Oh man, I was looking at this card recently. I thought this card would be kind of neat with if you gain stages, if you have gain stages combat, you get to go grab a setup. I forgot there's some MP I was specifically looking at. And I forgot who it was. Yeah, if you gain stages, you get to go steal a setup from the deck. I forgot what MP I was looking at though. Don't even remember. It's a bad card though. I've never seen that card like. I think I've seen that card used like one time in a Fairy Key deck. Way back in like Panini era. Like a Perceptive deck. Maybe, I might have seen a Perceptive TN actually. Oh, active player card. Yeah, these are cool. Saint Denial. Just get your Broly. These are neat. It goes in the neat pile. And everything else here. I mean, red discard. Good card. Do another Vengeance. Okay, so we had the first cooler movie. So again, let's like these packs are just so cool. Like you got the first cooler movie, you got the second cooler movie. Really good. And then of course the Android 13 movie. And I believe there's the Broly one right here. Yeah, the Broly one right here. So these are cool. Of course, there's a storm going outside, so sorry, I'm pausing to just kind of hear it because getting a lot of rain. Let's see, Android Insubordination, good rare. Session Victim, love this song. Let's do a little break from just Vengeance. Still got a lot of Vengeance. We'll do a Perfection. Oh man, that Tree of Might foil has like really been the jewel of this pull so far. Let's see. Oh, nice. Wow, I've pulled a lot of these out of packs actually. I've probably pulled like 4 of these out of packs, I think. I actually got them out of one of these things before too. The first one, the one that I bought at the local dollar store gave me one of the. No, it was a different one. I got one of these out of. Well, that's pretty cool. I got an ultra rare. Dashing Punch is a very, very good card. I already have like 2 or 3 playsets of these now, but this is pretty cool. This is not a bad thing. This is a great pull. I'm not as stoked about. I'm like not as stoked about. I feel so bad. I'm not more stoked about it. It's a really good card. Really good card. I mean, I've pulled them a lot before, and I'm also a little tired. So, but no, that's a great pull. That's pretty sweet. Getting ultra, that's about the best you can ask for. And I split this right on the rare, so Tranquility. The rest of the pack's kind of Whatever. Like half these cards in this pack are like kind of playable. But sick. I mean, honestly, seriously, this is still for me the best pull was this Tree of Might foil. Still the best card for me personally. Dashing Punch is really good though. That's gonna be nice. Unless I have to proxy. Ooh. Okay. This is not bad. Dr. Wither's Revival and then a Pulverized foil. This is one of those cards that like saw very limited use and occasionally was seeing use into Fantasy a little bit. And it's not a bad card. It's like Piccolo level 2 evolution, and this have the same effect where at the end of combat you go through your deck for physical. So this card specifically specifies a physical energy combat card. Piccolo 2 gets you a style card. But this card was really good because it could help you dig for Wall Breaker in the anti-aggro matchups. And physical stage beats at the time was not good. It also grabbed you things like Focused Assault, Sagacious Strike against Wall Breaker yourself. So that was one of the reasons why this card was really good. It kind of just revolves around the Wall Breaker stuff. But it did allow you to just cherry pick your deck for any attack for the next combat. But the problem is it's next combat that you get it. So really just generally not quick enough. But still like a respectable card. It had some pile. It banishes 2 cards to your opponent's pile, which was really good. Always has been, always will be. And Wheelers Revive, of course, being my rare, but that's not a bad foil. I think I've pulled that foil before, but sold them or got rid of them, traded them. But I used to really like this card. Seeing it now again, I completely forgot it existed. So this is actually really cool because this makes me want to. See, that's what is nice about pulling, going through these old packs again. Face Crusher. Is that you get to kind of see these old cards again and remember the memories from them. And then you also kind of get to look at them again, because I'm not actively going through all my cards anymore, ever, to look at cards. So seeing this Pulverize is like kind of reminding me it exists, so it makes me kind of want to run it. Being an on-style really hurts it, though. Blue Return Fire is the rare. Everything else is kind of bunk. This is one of those weird cards that like seems like it's got some potential, and it even seems like it's got some potential with Resourceful. I don't know if this is going to focus proper because it's focusing on what's far away. But this card says if you level your opponent, you can raise a player's anger 2, and if you level your opponent with it, your damage can't be prevented this turn. And then hit whenever one of your effects would cause your opponent to get anger, you also get an anger. So it's like it's a really loaded card with 2 really good effects. It's just that whole archetype that it supports isn't good. But it is a 2 anger, 2 cost energy, which is very hard to find in general in the game. And then on top of it, it this is the blue one. But the extra hit effect is actually pretty good. If blue had some more cards that like worked like, blue energy focus and such, it'd be pretty worth using. So I got a foil in this one. I got red and orange Immense Blast. The problem with this card is it's an immediate effect. You have to discard if it hits, and if you discard, you get a critical damage effect. And if it's a drill, you get to put it in play. But it makes the immediate effect discard. I remember trying to use this card in set 6 with my buddy Andrew, and the fact that you have to discard because it's mandatory makes this card unplayable. But Right Departing Shot, neat card. Whoops. Neat card. I've like actually tried to make decks that revolve around this card a little bit, and like trying to do Drill Mill from like leaving play, but I know some people will run them in amplified decks though that like are just kind of like trying to slime level slightly, because there is potential for like 4 to 5 plus mill. But Perfection. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. Neat card, not a bad foil, but not what I really want all that much. Black Extreme Blast used to run this card a lot. It got nerfed to once per combat, so now you can only get 1 anger lower off it to combat, and it's kind of like before it was like the fact that it only detaches when your opponent changes levels. Like if you played the right MP, like Vengeance Roshi for example, your opponent was never leveling, so this card was really hard to get off unless they played detach card hate. Let's see, going through here, we got a Yamcha's Expert Assistance. Yeah, nothing really going on here. You know, the Android archetype I would have loved to, I still would like to see expanded upon. I don't think they will. But a lot of these Android cards are just kind of poo-poo anyway. They're all from Panini era. And then, of course, there's one other card I was going to talk about in this pack. Oh, Red Capture, I think. Sword Skill's a great card still. But Red Capture is one of those like red blocks that's like, you get an extra stage damage on your next attack for every card you banish zone. And it caps at 10. It was a really cool card in like set 6 when it came out, or sorry, set 5 and set 6. But the red blocks are just gotten way too good to not run, you know, just to run over capture. But I remember running capture on like red Turles in set 5 was really fun. Just dropping like a big like 20 stage attack unpreventable. Just stupid. Get back to movie collection here. Oh man, this is rough. Well, I split this one right onto the orange spotlight. I hate this card. It is useless. It's got heroes only for some reason. I wouldn't run this with Android 16, so gross. Let's see. I think I'll go. What was the last few? I was opening a lot of Vengeance and Perfection. Let's go to an Awakening to break it up here. Ooh, I got a foil. Oh, nice! Split that right on a Final Flash foil. That is a nice foil. I got a Cooler Supernova in the last blister box that I did. So this is actually really nice. I don't know. It's cool looking. It's definitely not as nice as I'd like it to be. It looks a lot better in person than on that camera. Like the foiling specifically in the middle of the blast on the Final Flash is like really nice. Neat card. It's a little dark. It is a little dark where I'm holding the camera, so. But. And then Red Pound's the rare, but. Most of the cards in this pack actually kind of some of the more bunk cards. Not this one though, but like Red Takeover. Red Takeover is like that weird card that like wants to work with like Ascension. But Red got these cards that just like do this weird stage loss thing, or like look for stage loss, and Takeover's one of them that like enables stage loss from like when you gain stages. It's such a weird mechanic that they never actually developed because it came out in set 7 for Red, and then the game ended, and then Fancy just ignored it. Well, Dynamite Kick. Of course, Hercule is like one of those weird kind of goof MPs that you know, there are some decks that work with them really well. It's just Godspeed to you figuring them out. Red Ascension Hercule is like neat. That's the only one I can think of right now. Ooh, well, I split this right on the fucking foil again, so sorry, no wind up here. But a good foil, Sane Clench foil. That's pretty nice. Sane Clench foil and Black Annihilation. So Black Annihilation, it's funny, I actually just don't have enough of these, so getting these out of the pack is really nice. Because now I don't have to proxy them as much, but Clench foil is good. Axel if you want it. Do that. I'm gonna move my packs. I'm just gonna clean up my pack pile here on this side. Unless there's something else too. Oh, here we go. And so we've gone through a fair amount of packs so far. I've gotten through most of this, a majority of this blister box here. So I'm just gonna stuff those in there. And I actually kind of like keeping these boxes around. I'm kind of a sucker for these things. I just love the look of these. You got I just like the whole Namek Saga look to them. You know, I really do enjoy. And they're decent enough construction. I can't really use them for anything. I don't really know what I'd put in them, but I guess empty packs. Alright, so go back to movie collection here. This will be fun. Oh, never mind. So they got the Final Flash foil. I'm going to put that out with the Dashing Punch. So, you know, I've pulled really good. I got the Final Flash foil is a good foil. The Dashing Punch foil is a good foil. The Clench foil is a really good foil. The Pulverized foil is cool. The Tree of Might foil is still, again, my favorite. I probably got, because this thing is just so neat. So put those there. Red Relaxation, great rare. I make a million red decks, so now again, less I need to proxy them. So now I can really justify having like 10 red decks, because I'll have all the cards for them, so I don't have to proxy. If I don't want to. Another movie collection. Ooh, red restriction. Okay, that's a good rare. And then red is the Namekian Gut Punch. You're never really gonna see this outside of like the Namekian Gohan, but not a bad foil. So let's see, we got how many movie collections left? I think I got one movie collection like all day, so I'm just trying to organize them a little bit. Got a bunch of Vengeance packs still though, and Awakening packs. Looks like I've gone through most of my perfections. So I will go through an Awakening. I'll do like alternating Awakening, Vengeance. Such a new surround. Wee. Not good. Red Jab's a great card. That's a great Bread Ball card. Do Vengeance here. Orange Counterball. I used to run this card every once in a while. I liked it in like Cooler and Yamcha. I never run this card anymore. It does let you pick any style of attack card you put on Rejuvenated, so it's not bad. But just a lot of really good orange energies these days that have better utility effects. So hard to justify running it. Unless you're really looking for like something that does something with rejuvenation. Specifically like for synergy. Oh, I got a foil here. Oh, hey, I think I needed this. I have all of the Broly level foils, I think. It's either except 1 or 2, and I just pulled a Broly level 1 foil. So that's actually kind of nice. That's a good foil. And then I have Sand Thrust. This is one of those weird cards that is like, didn't really even see played in Power Days, where if your opponent actually leveled while this card was active after you played it, you got a free level. Excuse me. You got a free level essentially if you had 5 style cards in your pile. Even then, that card didn't get played. So, I mean, it's got a neat effect. Whenever your opponent changes levels, you rejuvenate 5. Not even necessarily bad. It was kind of a fun clench card too. But yeah, that card really only saw some play in set 6. I didn't see it like ever past set 6. I saw some people try this out in the fancy meta of like 7 and 8, or sorry, of 8 and 9. But it was always kind of a hard fit because people would be running like trample and all the just better physical attacks. They're just generally better, higher damage. So that's the last time I saw this card get any play was in Powered Broly, and even then I didn't see it at all in like set 9 and barely at all in set 8 if I ever saw it. So Red Fantasy, cool card. This card like in theory is like really good because you can like it's like really weird though. You have to do a lot of things to get its effects. You have to have anger, you have to have drawn to really get the full use of this card, and you have to pay things. But it's not bad. It's not necessarily bad. It's just one of those really weird like red tech cards that are just like really hard to fit and gauge. And when red already has access to like really good ball support, you know, like, and there's like multiple ball 2s you can play, why would you play Red Fantasy? That's really, really restrictive and needs all these pieces for you to really get the full value out of it. So, again, some really good foils though. So that was really the strength. Ooh, hey, another foil. We got Blue Friendliness as the rare. This card, like, people try to make run with like Blue 17, which I just don't think was good. And then Blue Sweep as a foil. This card, oh god, I never saw that card get played. I saw some Goku Blues trying to use it, but it was like, you already had Narrow Escape and Guard, which are just so much better. So, but, whatever. Got a dismissal out of this, that's always nice to see. Okay, we'll do another Awakening. So now I'm down to, I have 3 Vengeance, 3 Awakening, 3 Perfection, and a 1 movie collection, it looks like. So let's see, we got a, put that pack away. We got a Awakening here, Upside Down Awakening. Looks like no foil. Making Fierce Punch. I mean, not bad card necessarily, but really, really restrictive. Let's take a look at a Perfection. Alright, no foil, but they got Aggressive Sword Drill, which is good rare. That card is always nice to have more of. Of course, you get like Tank Barrage in this set that came out, Resistance, neat card back then. Tank Barrage, of course, being its own win condition. Let's go do it. A Vengeance. Looks like no foil again. Deadly Bomber is my rare, which I never see people play, but you know, I don't know. Not a bad card per se. It's just the cards that support it aren't necessarily the best. But in like black, where you have a lot of cards that count as named, it's pretty decent. I suppose red's got some too that would work. I'm curious. I know Casey Hansman at this time. Gen Con's like going on right now. I know he had Ruthless Android 13, so I'm curious if he ran Deadly Bomber or not. Probably not, but be curious to see if he did. Ah, Black Vehicle Toss. The replacement for Black Devious Master going away. A lot of decks cheesing this card and running it. A lot of decks running that card, cheesing it early. And even to this day, you know, there's still like Black TN and stuff that is going to run that card. But you could run Unleashed with that card. If you wanted to. Well, fuck. Not the kind of Broly I really want, but I got a Broly ally foil. I think I own one of these already. He's like one of those allies that just never got played. He does stop your MP if you're Saiyan from being lowered, so that's kind of neat. But you can't win by BBV if you have him. But then he makes all cards banish after use, which is really cool. I've tried to make some decks revolving around like him, Frieza, and Beerus. Or no, sorry, yes, Beerus, where just like everything is banished. They're really neat, and I think the only time that it really ever got to work okay was like as a Ginyu. It was like a Ginyu sacrifice deck, where like every card is just banished. So like I get a bunch of allies in Banish Zone with like blue restraints, and just with the Broly, the Frieza, and being able to like pop a fucking Ginyu sacrifice for like 7 or 8 or more is kind of fun. I don't know, it's gimmicky as heck, but of course Harvesting Drill, you know, it's a pretty decent card. Not a lot of Meki decks are running it. It was kind of definitely a Kami deck card, but good card. Let's take a look. I guess I'm just gonna open up all my Vengeance, cause fuck them. Oh, hey, look at this. This is really neat. So hey, opening the pack. Blue decap, great rare. I'm always down to have more of these, but my foil was upside down in here. Saiyan Trap. This is one of those cards that's like really, really cool, but just kind of suffers from like not. It's kind of a whole archetype just like being bad, but it makes every personality in play lose 3 stages. You raise your 1, shuffle into your life deck after use. Event. It really wants like there's like this really cool sub archetype of like Saiyan about events and like using them with like Saiyan Prep Ball and like using these events to like do stage loss like Emergence, Trap, and then you have things like Saiyan Drive where they do Mill. They're all really cool. I do really want to try to make a deck that works with those, but stage loss has just gotten only worse with time. So I wasn't gonna say this movie collection pack, but I'm down to what, 2 Awakenings, 2 Perfection. I'll do the movie collection last. We'll do the movie collection last. Let's put that there. So we're gonna do Perfection. Oh, I haven't heard this song. I have not listened to this song in a while. Looks like no foil, but a cell style. I forgot that card came out in... This is Perfection. Yeah, I forgot that card came out in Perfection. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why I'm thinking. I see it and I always see that art and I'm thinking it's an Awakening card. We'll do another Perfection. Fuck it, we're just gonna do it like this. Then finally the movie collection. Looks like no foil in this. Two Yamcha levels in this. Not good. Oh, there is a foil. Hey, what do you know? This is actually a good foil. So Overwhelming Power is my rare. Insane Backcrash is my foil. I definitely use this card. Oops, that is just shiny as shit with all those lights. I definitely use this card a lot because it's got a really good effect with Enhanced Mastery, being able to rejuvenate your pile for a crit. I used to own like a playset of these foil. This is actually really cool. How the foil pattern is on this, like the impact aura is like all foiled out and like Vegeta's not. That's actually really cool. That's a good foil. Forgot what these foils look like. You know, most of my foils have been sitting in sleeves so long that like seeing them out of a sleeve is just, unless you're running like KMCs, like you're not gonna really see the foil that great. And I haven't run a full foil deck in so long. Like a lot of my fancy decks like have a fair amount of foils because of the newer sets, but like getting to see the old Panini foils is really, really something. Ah, Namekian Surge is my rare. Not bad. Good rare. I mean, I don't run enough Radiant decks that I need like a million copies of Surge, unfortunately, but Blue Deterrence I always need more of. I just never have enough of these, and like Namekian buffers. So I got one Awakening pack left and the movie collection. I already committed to opening up that movie collection pack last, so I'd like to get one more ultra rare if I could. I just want to be really greedy. Red Clock's my rare. Ugh, God, I remember this card came out and I'm like, why did this card come out? It just kind of is like pointless. If you played a card with Sword in the title, using critical damage effect, then hit Razor Anger one. You know, I saw like Red Ruthless Trunks getting this card and using it, and it wasn't like terrible. Of course, Sane Turning Kick. Oh, beautiful card. Blue Strike. But I even saw some people trying like Anger Trunks with it, but not good. I don't really like that card. It's just, it wants to play with the sword archetypes, so it's pretty much only viable. It's viable with Tapion. You know, put it this way, I was making Deborah and I completely forgot this card existed. So if that tells you how good that card is. I mean, it's decent with Red Ruthless Trunks. It's actually not bad with Red Ruthless Trunks. I just don't think it's worth to slot in Deborah, and anybody else, it's just not good. Sane Menace is my rare. Level 3s of Wheela, Garlic, and Slug in the same pack. No foil, damn. I think that was everything. Not bad. You know, this wasn't the worst in the world. This was not the worst pack opening in the world. I did score a Dashing Punch, which is probably the real prize for most people. For me, the main prize was probably this Broly 1 or this Tree of Might. I have to double check. I might actually already have the Broly 1, so I think I maybe needed Broly 2. I think I actually needed the Broly 2 foil, which is kind of a bummer. But and then I have this Tree of Might foil, which I really think is very pretty. Maybe I do own one of these. I don't know, but I just don't remember it being foiled this way. And I have a pretty good memory of most cards. But then I'm saying that, and it's like I'm looking at some of these foilings on these cards, and they're definitely a little differently foiled than I thought they would be, or remember. So, like the Back Crash and the Tree of Might. And I've looked at a fair amount of foils because I've looked at like full foil decks a lot and everything, but most of these cards look exactly like how I remember them. But Saint Trap is like is it just a fun foil? But the Final Flash, the Clench, the Back Crash, Tree of Might, Broly, Dashing Punch, the Trunks AT table, and the Broly active player cards, excuse me, are neat. But again, I already have these, but I have everything here for the most part, other than maybe the foils. The rest of these foils, you know, I actually got a decent amount of foils. Let's see, let's count them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 foils out of, I think, 40 packs. In addition to an ultra rare, so 16, and then these two slots, 17, 18. So less than 50%. So again, this is about the same as that other blister box I opened, with addition to, I got an ultra rare, I guess, whereas the last blister box I didn't, or sorry, the last one of these I didn't, dispenser box. And the rares, you know, the rares this time around were a little bit better, but I don't really need them, so yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm really liking opening these, so I probably will end up opening more stuff. Really looking forward to my Premiere set stuff coming in, so I can open up some Premiere booster boxes and hunt for Sphere primarily. I hope that I print 4 boxes so I can get like Sphere and Visage in print 4 is really what I want. I want those cards in print 4. I don't really want a Heroic Plan. I actually already have like a Heroic Plan print 4. I also have just like 3 or 4 copies of Heroic Plan that I've just pulled out of random packs that I just don't want. It's 'cause I don't play that card in like anything. So, but anyways, take it easy and peace.